It's the money, yeah. It's the money. Money.
What up, man?
What's going on, Junior? We're back.
Yeah, we back, man. You know what, man? This is a special night too. It's a great night. You already know AQ is great night, man. Hey, listen, everybody. Share this with everybody you know. So just share with everybody you know. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. But share this night with everybody you know, man. Because I did something, AQ, man. I got somebody that's important to what we're doing.
Exactly.
You know, MWR Financial is life changing for one thing, but we have a special going on where we got a $99 credit, $99 cash flow credit, to where you can join our business for $129 instead of the $228, man. And if you got it's worth it. The reason why I say it's worth it because I got somebody tonight, man, for us. They got to stand that we've had Marvin Green. Who else we had, AQ?
We had Terry Reed,
LaComba
Morgan.
No, we've had people all
Julie Davis.
We've had all these people all week long, man. And then I'm so into what we're doing. I just made a personal phone call. I just called this man. And man, when I called him and asked him could he come on and say, hey man, I need you tonight. Once again, they show up. Now I ain't saying he gonna show up for everybody, but I'm just bragging on the fact he just showed up for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if you're looking for motivation, if you're looking for an upstart, this dude right here, man, has been my motivation since I got in this business, man. Our stories are so similar, but I love the fact that he is so humble enough, man, to even just come on here and just say, hey, this is how I feel. This is what I want. This is how you feel. Like you can't get a better friend, man. Like if I was ever on an island and I could take one friend, AQ, I ain't taking you. I'm taking out with guests tonight. I'm not.
You gonna take the guest?
Yeah, I'm taking the guest. I ain't taking you on the island with me. I'm taking him.
You ain't gonna take me on the island, man.
No, I love you, AQ, but not more I love this dude next. No, and you laugh because you know why I'm saying this. This man is like the big brother. I'm the oldest of two girls. Like I'm the oldest. I ain't never had a big brother. And then I get a big brother in the form of this, somebody who can make logic. Like we had Marvin Green. I told you I called Marvin Green Mr. Logical. But if you had the 10x Marvin Green, it would look like this man right here, man. This man, I'm just so excited, man. And we don't have him for a short time. Yeah. I don't want to hold it back, but listen, MWR Financial, we have a business where we work on your taxes, your credit, getting you out of debt, shredding your bills, and showing you how to buy real estate. That's what we do. But the dude I'm going to tell you about is not why you need to do this. And he is the president and CEO of this company. And like I got everybody else that we had all week long. We have great guests all week long. But
Trevor Martin, yeah.
Yeah, Trevor Martin. Trevor Martin, I'm telling you right. I don't know if y'all know this, but Trevor Martin is going to be a story that I'm going to keep following. Trevor Martin is the story that like for me, I understand how things work and so that Trevor Martin is going to be the story that you don't want to miss. Trevor Martin got a great story, and the finale of the movie that he's portraying right now, you gonna want to see it. You know, like AQ, like you already know, like you got Trevor Martin come on here, man. I was like, you got to be kidding. Trevor Martin is that type of guy. I mean, LaComba is that type of girl. Terry Reed is that type of girl. Like we've had all these wonderful guests this week. Because, you know, we don't never do Talking Money at midnight at this time, 5 days in a row. Well, when we got the guest tonight, I said, okay, well, this works out perfect. Because when you hear this man talk if you don't get in this business after he get through talking, it's something wrong with you. It's not something wrong with us. Hey, Q, am I lying?
Something got to be wrong with you.
Yeah, it's something wrong with you.
Something have to be wrong with you. Once you hear him speak, it's over.
It's over. It's over. I'm just telling, man. So we don't have him for a very long time. I want him to get this in right now, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you right now, the president, I like saying that, not the president of the United States, but the same president. I mean, at least you're president or something. But the president of MWR, the man that I have made multiple late night phone calls to talk about my life, and he has never turned one of them down. The man that told me that you're going to be successful. The man that told me that this is all possible for you. The man that loves me just because the man I am today. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't care what you're doing right now. Put your hands together. Matter of fact, if you ain't clapping your hands,
dancing,
clap something that clap. Bang on a wall, stand up. I don't care what it is you're doing. Put your hands together, my man, Indamo Tosa, the president of MWR. I swear to God, I get these people on here. The man that I called 2:30 in the morning Eastern time, and he said, "Hey, what's up, kid? This guy."
Kier, I'm telling you, man, I'm so honored to be here. I'm honored that you and AQ would have me here and be able to do this. I love doing it. And I'll tell you, a lot of people might think I do this or I take your calls. And notice I call you Kier. I don't say Junior. I don't say Junior because a lot of people might think that I take your calls because you're a celebrity and those kind of things. But what it is, Kier, and I remember when I first met AQ through you and we were talking. And what I want people to realize is that Kier's a celebrity, but he has never acted like a celebrity here at MWR Financial. And I've had a chance to talk to him personally. And the reason why I talked to him personally, because when I talked to him and he was so focused on seeing people win and wanting to see people win because he saw how his life changed when he financially started putting things in order and realized there are still some things he needed to have in order, but he understood the value of having a team. And he was telling me about, like Steve, Harvey has a team of experts and all that. So he loved that he finally found something because he saw the changes in his life that what financial changes make. And when you start doing the right thing with your money, what it can do for you. But he always saw where it costs a lot of money to have those kind of experts. So when he saw MWR Financial, and this is what he was sharing with me, and it had the ability to bring people to the same type of experts, but for virtually nothing. And in fact, the compensation was set up so you would win financially. And even if you didn't build anybody in the business, if you never brought anybody to the business, just taking care of your own finances, it would cover the cost of you being in the business. So he just absolutely loved it. And from that moment, when I got to see his heart, because he didn't come as a celebrity to me, he just talked to me. And when I got to hear his heart, I got to hear his real passion for helping people. I got to hear about some of the other things he does, for the sickle cell anemia and some of the other things he does that is really important to him. And on his heart, I didn't see the celebrity, I saw the man. And then he was always consistent with that. So every time he calls me, and he never wasted my time, like even when he introduced me to AQ, every time he calls me, it's always something of value, something that's strong, something that he's looking to move forward to help more people and help them faster. So that is why I talked to Kier. We talk and we do those things. And then we started finding out we had a similar path to success. And I'm telling you, my path is crooked and it is all over the place. And I didn't think anybody had some issues like I had. And he did. And we realized we were kindred spirits. Now he has.
That's so crazy because we did. No, it was so crazy, man. Because our paths were so. It was like you could walk in my shoes and I could walk in yours.
Right.
We have the same story, man. I mean, that's what's so scary.
Right.
But I'm telling you, man, but because you allowed me to come to you as the person I was, And man, you embraced it. You didn't turn me away. You're the president of a company. You don't have time to be dealing with these issues. But I came to you and told you exactly what I wanted to do, man. And you embraced like, hey, man, we want people like you. It's not about my celebrity or anything like that, man. I really appreciate you saying that because you have the same right to say the same thing. You're the president company. You didn't talk to me as the president of this multi-million-dollar company. You came to me at the same way. We just met in the middle, man. Right. And my love for you and AQ's love for you, man, is the fact that you love God the way we love the same thing, man.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I love being in a company that's based on faith.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the beautiful thing about this company. It's all based on faith. We will conquer. We will succeed. We don't take anything for granted. We understand that today is the day to fight. We can make the change we want to make today. It ain't, man. But I was like, I know you. I want the public to know you. So I want to ask you these questions. Sure. Okay. When you were trying to build this company, this is a far-fetched idea that you want everybody to be successful financially. That's a far-fetched idea. Do you understand what I'm saying, Damo?
Right. No.
What made you come up with that idea? How did you come to that?
Well, you know what happened, and I have to give, first of all, as you said, a lot of credit to God because he's the one who led both myself and my partner, Brian House. Brian House, we met in a company that was, I call it our practice company because they had some similar elements, but they were a far cry from what we put together. So we perfected what they started, but it started then. So this started all the way back in 2007 for me, and it's when I met Brian House, and we were building another company, but the owner had different ideas, and he wasn't really sold out to what we were. And Brian and I saw the same thing, where financial literacy was so key and so important, because when you help someone gain financial literacy, you don't just help them, you've now changed their generational path. And so that their kids are going to be very different and have very different opportunities than they ever had. And then their kids, because it multiplies, then their kids, so in other words, their grandkids, all of a sudden are standing on the shoulders of giants, and they are movers and shakers to it, and it continues to move that way. So we recognize the power of that, but we wanted to get it in people's hands, and we knew, and financial literacy has been taught for decades. And it's been taught. You can read books, you can go to seminars, you can do all these things. And in fact, it's gone through so many churches, especially churches in the Black community. So many have had these financial literacy workshops and things like that. The challenge, though, in every single time, every book, you can name the people that are financial literacy gurus that have made a name for themselves. They sold a lot of books and stuff, but they all teach you about financial literacy. But the problem is we have life. So when you're working and you're taking care of the kids and you got church or you got games and all kinds of stuff that's going on, when you're trying to do all the stuff that they taught you, it just seems to never get done. And those bills don't stop. They come month after month after month after month after month. And so you're trying to learn this and everything's still happening. So you never get out of the hole that you're in. So what we did is we said, you know what, let's not go with the flow. And we said, we're going to go in a different path. We're going to walk to a different beat. We're going to get and find people who see our vision. And again, this is Brian House, because I got to give it to him, his vision of saying, you know what, I want to see people get financially literate, but bring experts around them, surround them with experts, because that's what rich and wealthy people do. And because Brian House didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his mouth, and he went through a journey for himself, but became a self-made millionaire. Now he's a multi-millionaire. And so what he did is he started seeing the differences when he got invited to the country clubs and things like that other people didn't. And he saw how, whoa, no one was talking about this at my kitchen table. No one was teaching this. And he's hearing these different concepts and things. And he started realizing that could be done. The average person could do that. And then the average person could get access to it. So we try to find people who were experts who were willing to say, you know what, I see the vision and I'm going to work kind of like an HMO is the best way I could describe it. A doctor at an HMO, he has a lot of patients and he's going to get paid, say, $15. So he's a doctor, but he might only make $15 from the patient that he gets from this HMO. But he's going to get $15 for that one patient or 1,000 patients, regardless if he sees them or not, he's going to get paid. And so we said, you know what? That was a great concept. If we could get these experts to fall in line with that kind of concept, we can make it really affordable for the average person to now have access to these experts so they get expert advice. And when we did that, and again, Brian House put that together and made that happen, negotiated those deals, that's what really gave us a leg up. And then the second part of that was when he said, okay, now that we've gotten that, let's show people how out of their own existing cash flow, we are helping them create cash flow. They're gonna make money with us, and then we're gonna show them how to grow money. And we're going to do it in a way where they're not putting their money at risk. So we don't do these risky things, these very speculative things, and we let the experts do it. And we're going to take the people that we help get paid to share this message, instead of making them where they have to sit across the table. So AQ, you were a truck driver, right?
No.
I'm sorry. That's not AQ. Okay, what's your background, AQ? My bad.
Car dealership.
What is it? What was your background?
I was in the automotive business.
Automotive business. Okay. That's why I had that truck, but okay, automotive business. So AQ in the automotive business, we're not going to have him now try to act like he's an expert, a financial expert, and have to take an application and get people's information and all that stuff. Because there's a lot of companies that try to do that. We're not doing that here. We're saying whoever you are. So you a financial automotive background for you, AQ. Here for you, you're a comedian.
Right.
You continue to be who you are, and all you do is send them to the experts. The experts will do the work, and now people can experience financial literacy while they're on their way to learning and becoming financially literate. See, that's the difference. Yeah. That is the difference.
You know what? And Damo, this is what I love about the man. I mean, you see that part right there. The experts. That's the key to this whole business.
Right.
They make everything happen for us. I'm telling you, just as a customer of the experts, the professionalism for one.
Right.
Undeniable.
Right.
But see, there are people out there, man, that are walking around. They're going through the same cycle over and over and over. Why is it hard for them to understand that, hey, we're here for you? Why do people have a hard time understanding a concept like this?
You know what I think? Because people jump to conclusions. They think they've heard it all before. They suffer from the shaft syndrome. They've been shafted one way or another, and they're trying to avoid being shafted. And they try to get just a little bit of information. We tend to say too much, and then they just jump, say, "Oh yeah, I know what it is, and I'm not interested." What's happening? And I'll just tell you a conversation I had yesterday, Kier. This woman just happened to run into her, so we start talking, and then she's like, "Well, what do you do?" And I said, "Well, I have a company that we do this," and she's like, "What?" And I'm telling you, here, this was what she said. Now, this lady, she was showing me her social media. In there, she looks good. This lady has been a successful person in her career. She's done well. She goes on vacation every year. She's showing me different things that she's done and all this stuff. And I'm looking through the social media. But here's what she said. She goes, "I have a 24-year-old daughter. And I'm now at an age where I should be looking to retire here within 10 years, but I'm scared." This is what she said. "I'm scared."
Why was she scared?
She said, "I don't think I have it together enough. I don't think I put enough money away. And because I didn't know what to do with money and how to do it. And then I think when I started trying to do it, I've done it too late. And I just don't know what to do." Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. And this is what people, you really need to understand this. This woman would have never, if I tried to come right at her and try to, "Hey, you want to hear about MWR Financial?" No, but if you pique her interest, but I didn't even do that. I just had a normal, regular conversation that you would have with anyone. And then through the conversation, she got interested. Like, okay, I'm asking her, what does she do? And she's going over all that. She works for a state government and the whole thing. And she's, a manager there, not a supervisor, but in management. So she has all this, responsible for all this money, the department for all this money and all this stuff. So she's doing her thing and all right, successful. But
Right.
because she doesn't feel like she has her money in order, and then I started asking her just a few questions, and then she's like, "Whoa, no, I never heard of a PRA." I said, "Do you have a 401k?" She goes, "Yes." I said, does your company contribute?" She goes, "You know what? I think they weren't at one time, but I think they started." And I said, "Do you know how much they contribute?" She goes, I think it's like 5%. And I said, how much do you put in?" She goes, "Well, I only used to put in like, I'll put in here and there." And then she goes, "I finally got it. And I was doing 5, but now I've gotten up to 10 because I got nervous." And that's why I said I got scared. I didn't do it fast enough. And I said 10. I said, "Oh my goodness. Do you know 401ks were never even designed for you? It wasn't designed for me. It wasn't designed for any of this. That was a tax code to shield some money. But because the government got in cahoots with corporate America, because corporate America said, we have these pensions and we can't afford to pay them because people are living longer. Give us something else." And under the Ronald Reagan regime, they said, "Okay, we're going to let companies put it on the 401k. So now when you retire, before a pension meant that company was going to pay you a certain amount of money for the rest of your life.
Right.
401k means now you got to invest well. And if you didn't, that's on you. So if you don't retire well, that's your problem." And so then I was telling her about a 401k, the seed versus the harvest. And she's like, "What?" And then I told her, "Hey, what happens when you're 69, when you first start taking it out, you see all this taxes coming out. You go, "Whoa, I don't want to do all that." So you take out a little bit. Then they send you a letter at 69 and a half and say, you got a minimum distribution requirement. You have to take out what we tell you at a minimum. And so then people start realizing I outlive my money, and that's why you see them going back to work in their 70s. She goes, "Oh, I could totally see that being me." And I said, "Well, what we've done and what our company does is we help people avoid that whole issue altogether." So with a 401k, you should never overfund it. And what I mean by that, is just giving more money than with what's required. She goes, "Really? Now, how would I do that?" I said, "Well, you know what? Our experts do. I'm not an expert. I just, because I'm the president of the company, I know what they do, but I'm not the expert."
Right.
She goes, "Well, how do I get access to the expert?" I said, "You know what? And this, everyone, you write this down. Get this in your mindset. Here, I want you, AQ, to get this in their mindset." Here's what I told the lady. I said, "Well, we have a membership, but it's exclusive and invitation only." You know what she said? "Can you invite me? Can you invite me?
Come on.
Can you invite me? Can you invite?" That's what she said. She goes,
What I'm trying to do? I'm trying to get these people to be invited.
Right. She goes, "What?" And she goes, "What? Oh, really?" She goes, "Well, can you invite me?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll make sure you're invited, because you definitely." She goes, "Oh my!" She was so grateful to know what the membership was, and to know, because I said it was exclusive and it was invitation only. Kier, think about this: you and what you do for a living.
Yeah.
It is exclusive because there's only so many people on the Steve Harvey Show, and now you guys are a complete team, a complete comedy team, and family, and an ensemble. That's it. I can't just come in there and say, "I got a joke to tell. Let me get in." No, I have to be right. Now watch this. I'd have to get invited, wouldn't I? Yeah. And I'd have to have a track record and all these things to show, but ultimately I have to be invited to be able to come there and sit in that seat. See, now, Kier, and everybody understands that with you. They would go, "Oh, yeah, I can't just walk up in there." But what we do as MWR Financial Directors, we sit around and we beg people, "Please come in my business. Oh, come on, please. I just need somebody. I need you because I got to make money."
That sounds like us and that's why we're laughing. That sounds like
right. And they go, "I need you because we make money." And well, are you thinking about it? Okay, well, let me know. I'll call you next week. Can we still, what? We have an exclusive invitation only. We have to decide if you are qualified to have this invitation extended. So think of it like and here, this is what I try to tell people. It's like a country club.
Yeah.
People will spend tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars to join a country club. Why? Because they want to have a network of people that they ultimately get to know, because they may be able to do business with them down the road. That's why they do it. Spend all this money. They have some perks and things like that, but they're really looking for the network. Well, guess what we have? We have a network of individuals who are now more focused on their money. They have a way to grow their money. They understand that if I now take my money and have it working for me, and then I lower my taxes, I improve my credit scores, I eliminate my debt, I shred my bills, and now I take that money I have, I get debt free, and now I can have it over here and let the experts grow it. And now with the real estate where you can buy, sell, flip, and invest, you do all of that. They're like, "Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You got that?
It's that simple, Endamo. Come on, man.
Come on. That's what I'm saying. And so, Kier, what's important to me about this call, what I love that you do, Money at Midnight. First of all, again, we walk the same path. I watch this.
Yeah.
Do you know one of my most successful building environments was every time we would run these blitzes in a practice company. In fact, the company that I was with Brian, so he knows I used to do this. We would run a blitz in our company. We grew this in that business. I had about a little over 12,500 people in my organization. But here's what we did. We used to do a midnight madness call. Now we called it madness, and here's why we called it madness. We said, if we're talking to you about money at midnight, you know how big that is. You ready for this? It was one of the most powerful and one of our largest calls that we'd ever, and we used to do it on midnight, and it would blow people away because we said, wait a minute, people were intrigued. They go, wait a minute, they're talking about something and money and stuff at midnight, so I got to see what this is.
Yeah.
And so there's another walking in the same path, Kier. So I'm telling you, I see it.
We keep doing it, Endamo. We keep doing it. We keep doing it, man. I mean, I know you got to go, man, but let me say this. Before you get here, man, this is always important, man. First of all, I can't even tell you, like the conversation we had today.
Oh, woo, yeah.
Oh my God, it was so powerful, man. We had a conversation, man, about what we care about.
Right.
See, if y'all looking at me right now, and y'all think I'm just a celebrity, that's fine. It doesn't matter. But you cannot deny my passion for people and Damo's passion for people. Yeah, see, I don't like the whole looking at like, well, what is he making or what is he doing? That ain't what we're doing. Y'all worry about the wrong thing.
You have a big vision. See,
yeah.
What I loved about you from the moment I talked to you, you were able to articulate not just right now, but the long term. What you're trying to do, and it was never sitting around the money because you're like if you just take you as what you do for a living, you make the kind of money that only 2-3% of the people in America make.
I know that.
So you didn't come here for the money. You came here, and you guys, I want you to get this and understand what Kier is trying to bring across. Kier came here because he said, you know what? I want to see people win, because when my life got changed, where I'm in the top 2-3% of income earners in the entire country, which if you're in this country, that means you're in the entire world, then I know what it's like to have money and have it change you. But when I started doing the right things with money and got these experts helping me do the right things, all of a sudden I saw things happen for me and open up for me that blew my mind. And so when he then saw MWR Financial, what we do for people, he's like, wait a minute, finally the average person can go win. And so that's what you said. I want to help people win. I don't need the money. I'm trying to get people to win because it doesn't mean.
I can't do this no more.
Right. I'm telling you, Kier, I already know, and I want people to know, if this business went away tomorrow, Kier is going to still be in the top 2-3% of income earners in the country. It doesn't change his life whatsoever.
At all.
No, I can't say that.
Right, but I'm saying it because I can say it for you, because we talked and I know your heart and I know right where you're coming from, and we've kept it 100 with each other. So what happens is when you said, you're like, man, I want to see people do this, but I'm trying to help. And here's what you always talk about: help me understand how to touch people and get people to see this, because this is so important. This is so critically important. And I said, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. Today, when we talked about, you said on Damo, I have a platform that I can touch and impact lots of people. They kind of listen to me, but I just want to be able to help them see what we do here at MWR Financial, because they all need it. And you are 100% right, and we're going to make that happen. But what I'm telling you, now I'm saying that here to say this, everybody that's on this line right now that's listening, you have to look in the mirror and say, wow, here's a guy who doesn't even need the money for this, but he's here at midnight talking about money. He's here talking about advancing the business. He's here inviting me to this. Some of you are directors. I see your names on there, like a Terry Reed, a Lover, awesome, a Lynn Gibbs, outstanding woman, Rhonda Robinson, there's Daryl Banks. There's so many of you that are on here, so I don't want to leave anybody off. Laveau, I see you, Laveau Patterson. So you have some incredible quality people here that are in our company doing some things. But he's trying to let you know, keep doing it and then go get to the masses of people because they really need what we have. See, what I love about Kier and where we've connected because his heart is in line with mine, because it's not about the money we make right now. We know that's going to happen because we're going to help a lot of people, but we know that the mission to make wealth real, that movement is massively important. It's just as important as a civil rights movement. In fact, it's equally as important as that. Because if you don't have your money together, you can never empower. Do you realize there's communities that are being gentrified because they don't have the money to, and they don't have the knowledge and the experts to put together to do something? Let me show you how you have the money. Because so many of us think, and I know I'm supposed to be out, but I didn't have to wait a moment because they just text. Here's why I got it, because I got to say this. So many people think, man, well, they're doing this to my community or that, or my community needs this or that. And if I had the money, I would do it, but I don't have the money, so I can't change anything. By yourself, you're right. But if we locked arms together, and I know these two gentlemen that you see on the screen, AQ and Kier, have locked arms with me and Brian House and others, that if we now come together and we start to go out here and change people's mindset, help them have their money go in the positive direction for them. And all of a sudden you have 10 who help 10, who help 10, who help 10. Next thing you know, you have 10,000 who help 10. Then you have 100,000 who help 10. Now you have 1 million people. Look what happens when you put that together. If all they did was they said, well, we only have $10,000 to contribute to invest. With 1 million people and $10,000, do you realize that you're raising literally $100 million? And think about this. Remember, you're an exclusive membership that you're around like-minded individuals, a growing network of people that are having a mindset shift about money and how it works and who takes it from you, how to shift it back to you, how to make it grow. What if there's something that you see that's important that needs to be done and you need $500,000 to get it done? And you go to the banks, what are they going to say? No, like they always do. You're going to try individually, can't do it. But collectively, when you have brothers in here, they say, hey, you know what? I have 100,000 to put in. That's important to me. I have this is important. That's important. This is important. Let's go pull this together. And if we pull this together, we've now changed our whole society. You look at, I'm going to tell you something. You look at LeBron James, what he did by putting that school together in Akron. You understand that as education goes, you'll look up 50 years from now, that'll be a thriving Black community with engineers, doctors, attorneys, all kinds of talented people coming through that because he started giving people education. Guess what that needed? That needed money to make that happen. So he had the heart and desire to do that. Now, he didn't watch this. A lot of you think he did out of his own money. Oh, no. He definitely put big chunks in, but he had other people because his network are people that are high net worth individuals. So they were able to come, and now they change a community, and you just see the beginnings of it. 50 years from now, it won't even look the same. They'll say things different about Akron just because he did that. We have the chance to do that and change lives like you can't imagine, but you got to get serious about this, and it's got to get in your heart. And I'm telling you, that's where Kier comes from. That's why you never hear me call him Junior, because Junior, I look at that as that he's a comedian, and I love what he does. He's hilarious. When he comes in, I'm coming. I'm gonna be there. But what I'm telling you, and I love him for that. But what he does here, he is in line with Brian House and myself, because his heart from day one has always been about, he saw the bigger vision of where this could go. And everybody needs to understand that. That's why Brian and myself, Kier, AQ, that's why we're so passionate about what we do here. This is bigger than anything we ever thought we were going to be. And don't think that MWR Financial is going to stop where we are. Oh, we have other stuff coming for you.
No, but not.
I'm telling you.
No. Okay, and Dom, I know you got to go, man. But I always do this. I'm close out my show, man. I'm going to close the show after this, man. I promise I am. But there's somebody watching tonight.
Yes.
There's somebody watching tonight who's heard everything you said, man. What would be the thing you would say to them in their life? Not by MWR, but they've been through ups and they've been through downs. They've been through the pandemic. They're not really sure about how to move forward. They don't have their job. They're watching. I know they're out there watching. What is a person like you, and because that's what I love about you, man, is that you're the type of person to say, hey, man, see, if you could be the friend that they need at this moment, what do you say?
You know what I said? If and again, I don't try to get spiritual on people, but if they believe in God, I'm gonna say just trust him on this one. Just trust them. You have examples of success. We're telling you all you have to do is expose people. The experts will, our leadership here, and we have a lot of different leaders, will educate them. You probably saw that tonight. You're seeing it tonight. Think about it. Whoever invited you here, you're here seeing this, and guess who's doing the work? The three of us, not the person that invited you. So you get to leverage that. So here's the first time in your life, if we're talking about money, and money is everything in this country. It's right up there with oxygen. And if we're going to show you how to do better financially, and here's the thing, we're going to meet you right where you are. So I don't care if you have $1 in the bank or you have $1 million in the bank. You still want to do better financially. So we're going to meet you right where you are. You don't have to jump through any hoops. And then we will take you from there to where you want to go. And here's the beautiful thing about it. In this business, and this for me, it was everything. I didn't have a whole alphabet behind my name. I have all kind of degrees and all that kind of stuff. Right. I was a regular guy who did nothing special. But they said, we're going to have successful people, and they're incentivized because they can't make a dime till you make $1. So how many dollars do you think they want you to make? And so what they do is they tell you everything on how they became successful, and they will show you what to do and how to do it. And if you just follow it, you can do it too, as long as your mindset is, I'm not going to quit. I'm not a quitter. That's why I've always had success. I know you're not a quitter. I know, AQ, you're not a quitter.
No.
So I just keep going. And then I don't know if I was dumb enough or smart enough to follow with the people that were having success, follow what they said to do. And I just continue to do it. And when I found out that all I had to do was just expose people, so all I had to do was ask them a question, send them a text, talk to them, just like this lady, just have a conversation with people regular. I wasn't out trying to bring somebody in the business. I was just having a conversation. Yeah. And through the conversation, guess what I know everybody in America needs? More money. They want more money. They want a better lifestyle. They want freedom from debt. And when over 80% of Americans, in fact, 90%, they said 90%. In fact, this was on Steve Harvey's the game show he does.
Yeah. Yeah,
they asked a question. Here's what they said. What's the number one thing Americans want to get rid of? And the number one thing was debt. Debt. Number one. So what happens is when you understand that and you can show people how to get that done, because then the experts will do it for them and all we have to do is expose them. This is the simplest business I've ever seen. It's not easy. And you know why it's not easy? Because we're dealing with people and we're dealing with mindsets. But it's the simplest business I've ever seen to literally make your financial dreams come true. So that's what I would tell them. I would say, trust the process. Don't because if you sit there and you say, well, let me think about it. I'll wait. I'll roll this over. You'll look up in a blink of an eye. 5 years have passed and you're no further than what you were. So do it now, but then you're around people who are going to walk you through how to get it done. And here's the other thing. If you didn't listen to Jatasha tonight, she said that for the first 90 days, she didn't have one person join her in business, not one customer, but she still was in a cash flow positive nature because they helped her see her income increase, her take home pay, her husband's take home pay increase by $400 per month. Do you know we do that to all kinds of people? So we can do it for you too. We can do it for you too. So that's what I would tell them. Join a company that is going somewhere and join a company. Watch this. Join a company that you can have significance. Because see, when we go out here and change lives and we start changing communities and you see us start locking arms because we've been able to pull millions and millions of dollars together to really make a difference. When you see that happens, you're going to hear about MWR Financial. You're going to hear it on the news. You're going to hear it all over the place because the Make Wealth Real movement is a real thing and it is on its way. Coming to a neighborhood near you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I ain't saying that. Ladies and gentlemen, and Damo Tosin, the president of MWR. Thank you, man, for coming up.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, Damo.
You're welcome.
I can't do this, man.
Well, what I'm going to have to do. I know what I'm going to have to do because they have literally text me. I can't even tell you. I'm going to jump off now, but I love you guys. I'm going to let you guys close out. I love you guys, man. Here. AQ, Keep
My
doing what
man.
you're doing.
Hey, man, I
All
love
these
you,
great
man.
leaders that I see in the chat, you guys keep making MWR the special place that it is. We love you, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Love you, man. Jump out, man. This
Okay.
dude here, man. Listen, let me tell you something, people. I don't know what you're waiting on. I don't know why you're not excited. I don't know what it is. But right now, you can join MWR Financial. Get your finances on the right track for $129. Normally it's $228, but we got $99 cash flow of credit for you. It's $129 to have access to the experts and then make all this wonderful money that we make and share it to somebody else and show somebody else. But see, when you see them work in your life, it's kind of hard to keep quiet.
Exactly. And then not only that, man, we're always talking about being around different people, being around a positive environment. And that's what you're going to get with us. When you get on these Zooms, you're around like-minded individuals that's working in one direction. So, hey, man, come join the movement and let's take this to the top.
Yeah, man, I can't tell you. I can't tell you that you don't even understand that this is absolutely happening right before your face, man. You just heard the president of the company tell you that all this is possible. I don't really have any more to say. I'm not in the convincing business. Like he said, like, Junior, you ain't got to be here. No. But I know what's good for the masses. This is what I'm doing. I'm showing you what's good for the masses. But it only take but one negative attitude to affect 10,000 people. Because they're gonna say, well, how come he's so good? Hey man, they live like that. We don't live like that over here. We're telling you that, hey man, you right now, if you watch, can change your entire projection of your life with one phone call. If you watch it on AQ page or my page, just hit the number on the screen, and we will definitely get to you so we can help you, man. Like, dog, he told you. He said, Junior, you ain't got to be here. No, I don't. I really don't. Junior, you don't need to. No, I don't.
Not at all.
But I care about what happened with you. Yeah, I care about the masses, man. I care about the people. See. Quit trying to count my pocketbook and get yours correct. That's all they're doing. I know. Quit trying to count that. Say no hustle for me, man. It's about your family's future and legacy that you want to leave. Because there's a problem at the end. You got to die. Somebody got to be here. Do you set your family up for success, or you just leave them to wonder what the failure going to be? We're not doing it over here in MWR. You just heard the president of the company. That's how I know it's a legitimate company. Me and Adamo talk all the time.
All the time.
All the time, man. I don't make this up. All I'm saying is that you got a choice to make. We're just here for you when you make the choice. If that wasn't enough for you, cool. We ain't mad at you. You can move on, go and do what you do. But if you sitting there right now, you see us right now, and you've been having questions, then your answer just checked off the screen. If Adamo wasn't enough for you to know, your answer just checked off. So AQ, man, I can't play, man. In 5 days, man, we did a great job this week, man. I'm proud.
Man, it was a blast. It was a blast.
Yeah, I had a great
wonderful
time.
guest.
Yeah. They're like, well, how you gonna top the president? I don't know how to top the president. I'm probably gonna try to go get the CEO.
Who knows?
Yeah, you think I can get the CEO of the company?
Man, I think we can get the CEO in the company. I think we can get the CEO.
Let me see if I can get the CEO, man.
We're gonna get the CEO.
I like the president, but I'm gonna see if I can get the CEO.
The CEO. We gonna
And let's talk to him about why we doing this, man. Man, I've had a great time, man. AQ, man. I appreciate Brothers Blast, man. Did you have a good time though, man? Man,
I had a great time, man. I had a blast.
Dog, I had a blast, man. Like, and Domo is just that dude, man. I mean, I walked off 3 times, because he know. Because we've had some really in-depth conversations about why I'm doing what I'm doing. And man, I just had to walk off because he know my heart. He know. He just told us he know. Those conversations we had was absolutely real. And man, that's how we feel about the everyday person, man. I care about y'all, man, because y'all care about me. Y'all support me on the radio. Y'all support me when I go do stand-up. And then here's something I'm trying to support y'all in, man, and make y'all understand, like, this is absolutely real. If you think these experts do not do the job they do, and AQ will tell you, they do exactly what they say. And I'm telling you, It's amazing what they do. Effortlessly.
The hardest part is just uploading your information.
Yeah. If you can't upload, you're gonna struggle. I mean, I don't know how to upload. I just got somebody to do it for me.
We'll get somebody to do it for you.
Yeah, get somebody to do it. If you can't, but get somebody to upload, because you can upload yourself out of your situation, man. It's great. Well, man, I think we done here tonight, AQ, man.
Yeah, man. I think we did a great job of bringing him on here, man. And the way he went it and explained everything. Oof.
Man, I still got chills, man. I got chills. Just think about what he was saying. You know what, man? Let's just go ahead and just table this for Monday. You know what, Julie? Keep the music.